very good morning to all of you who all have joined here in person in this room, and also many others who have joined us virtually for today's sensitization come review workshop. I would request all of us here who are present in this room and our distinguished guests to please rise up for Tamil invocation.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிர் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனகே தமிழனகே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Now we begin formally the process of today's workshop by welcoming our distinguished guests sitting on the dais. So, I request Honorable Minister for Environment, Climate Change, Youth Welfare and Sports Development, Government of Tamil Nadu, to welcome Shri Bhupender Yadav, Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. Now I request Honorable Minister for Environment, Climate Change, Youth Welfare and Sports Development, Shri Shiva V. Maya Nathan, Sir, to welcome Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaubey, Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. Now I request Srimati Leena Nandan, Madam, Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, to welcome Shri Sivavi Mayanathan, Honorable Minister for Environment, Climate Change, Youth Welfare and Sports Development, Government of Tamil Nadu. Now I request Srimati Supriya Sahu, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Environment, Climate Change and Forest, Government of Tamil Nadu, to welcome Srimati Leena Nandan, Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. I request Supriya Madam to welcome also Additional Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Sri Narespal Gangwar. And finally, as part of this welcome process, I request Sri Naresh Pal Gangwar sir, Additional Secretary, Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, to welcome Srimati Supriya Sahu Ma'am, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Environment and Climate Change, Government of Tamil Nadu. So, thank you very much, sirs and madams. And now I request distinguished guests sitting on the dais for lighting of the lamp. I invite Sri Naresh Pal Gangwar, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, for his welcome address.
Good morning, Namaskar. Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, respected Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji. Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Government of India, respected Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaube ji. Honorable Minister for Environment, Government of Tamil Nadu, Shri Shiva V. Mayanathan ji. Secretary, Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, respected Srimati Neelanandan ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu, Supriya Sahuji, officials from states, UTs, and MOFCC, CPCB participating in this conference, friends, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, I welcome all the dignitaries and participants present here and also those who have joined through virtual mode. It is indeed a privilege to welcome you all to this workshop for Southern Region under National Clean Air Program and 15th Financial Commission Million Plus City Challenge Fund, organized by Ministry of Environment, Climate and Government of India and Government of Tamil Nadu. This is the second regional workshop. First regional workshop was held in Mumbai for the Western region, and after that we are organizing the second workshop, and Tamil Nadu State Pollution Control Board and Government of Tamil Nadu is collaborating with us. In this workshop, 5 states of southern region, that is Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana are participating, and apart from that, Union territories of Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu, Andaman, Nicobar Island are also, and Pondicherry are also participating in this workshop. As we are aware that in 2019, in the month of January, we started a program called National Clean Air Program for improving air quality of 132 cities, where we, through the monitoring, we found that the air quality has been below national air quality standards for a continuous period of 5 years. And this program being a cross-sectoral program and involves participation from the state governments, municipal corporations and agencies at the city level, as well as various ministries of the state government at the state level, and at the central level, various ministries of central government are also to collaborate for taking actions for improving air qualities in these cities. And this program was started with the objective of reducing PM10 concentration in these cities by 20 to 30%. And after completing this program for 2 years, it was Honorable Minister's initiative that let us go back to the cities and the states and find out what we have done for these 2 years and what are the learnings which can be gathered from the experience of last 2 years, and we can plan our program accordingly for next 5 years. So this is the objective of this workshop, and there are several sessions planned on interventions from various cities. Municipal commissioners of the cities have also been called in this workshop to share their experiences and the best practices which can be replicated in other cities and can be a learning for the rest of the country and other cities out of these 132 cities. And after this, as per the directions of Honorable Minister, we are going on the other regions also, interacting with other cities, and we will try to gather the experiences and put it together in a national strategy for improving air qualities in these cities. Several initiatives have already been taken, rolled out by the CPCB and the State Pollution Control Boards. Those will also be discussed during the course of deliberations in this 1.5 day. And I hope that at the end of this workshop, we will be certainly able to prepare a sort of a strategy and an action plan for the rest of the cities to be followed. Once again, I like to welcome all the participants and the dignitaries for their participation for the workshop today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Srimati Leena Nandan, Secretary, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, for her address.
Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. Honorable Minister for Environment and Climate Change, Government of Tamil Nadu. ACS Environment, Additional Secretary, ACS Environment from the Government of Tamil Nadu and Additional Secretary from the Ministry of Environment, Government of India. And participants of this workshop from the state and central government and union territories, ladies and gentlemen. The tone of the two-day workshop has been set in the opening remarks by the Additional Secretary. This is a movement that has to look at convergence of our activities, it has to look at leveraging resources, it has to look at forging partnerships and collaborations, learning from best practices, and above all, advocacy. Because today, what we need to be able to assure clean air to every citizen of India is a sense of partnership, of ownership, and of collective involvement. This is an effort which has to be done not just by the ministries and the departments of the state governments, not just by different organizations, but it has to be a movement which is literally of the people, for the people, and by the people. We owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our future generations to work together in the right spirit of cooperation and to be able to highlight what is wrong in the systems that are in place and what are the best practices that we can upscale and mainstream. And I believe this two-day workshop will lead us closer to arriving at such models, to arriving at solutions which can then become replicable and which can then become implementable and monitorable. At the end of this entire exercise, we should be able to see, and in the course of all our efforts, we should be able to see a significant improvement in the particulate matter concentration, which is the key aspect of monitoring insofar as air quality, ambient air quality standards is concerned. So therefore, what we have also tried to endeavor in the way the workshop has been structured is not only to bring together the specific experiences and the actions being undertaken in different states, but also how the common citizen, how the youth, the school children have been mobilized and can continue to be mobilized so that they are part and parcel of all our efforts. This has to be integration of all types, vertical and horizontal. Otherwise, if we continue to do our activities in parallel form, in silos, we would never be able to achieve the vision of being able to provide clean air to every citizen of our country. So let us join hands, let us try and engage with each other and offer such suggestions and views that can be built into the program and can make it more meaningful and relevant. I wish you all the very best for the two-day deliberations. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now I request Shri Siva V. Mayanathan, Sir, Honorable Minister for Environment and Climate Change, Youth Affairs and Sports Development, Government of Tamil Nadu, for his special address.
தாயே தமிழே, அன்னை தமிழுக்கு முதல் வணக்கம். ஸ்ரீ பூபேந்தர் யாதவ், Honorable Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and Labour and Employment, Government of India, Sri Ashwini Kumar Saube, Honorable Minister of State of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, Srimati Leena Nandan, IAS, Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, Sri Narespal Kangwar, IAS, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, Srimati Supriya Sahu, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary to Government of Tamil Nadu. Respected all secretaries and all officials, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I extended warm welcome to all the guests to Tamil Nadu, and I also cordially welcome you all for this workshop organized by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, and Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board, Government of Tamil Nadu. It is a matter of immense pleasure and privilege to be here this morning in the midst of a group of very eminent people assembled here for the Sensitization cum Review Workshop and the National Clean Air Program. இதனால் இவன் முடிக்கும் என்றாய்ந்து அதனை அவன் கண் விடல். After having considered this man can accomplish this by this means, let the king leave with him the discharge of that duty. These are the words of the great Tamil Jain Thiruvalluvar, and following the golden verse, I am glad that the opportunity to conduct this important workshop has been assigned to the state of Tamil Nadu. The state of Tamil Nadu is well known for its age-old culture and ethnicity in conserving the nature and managing the natural resources. It also as well established fact that Tamil Nadu is adapting the sustainable development in coherence with nature and also pioneer new mechanism to control and monitor the pollution. Considering this conducting sensitization cum review workshop for the southern region in Tamil Nadu would be appropriate and appreciable. To conserve the nature, the government of Tamil Nadu has taken a lot of initiatives. The industrial parks are instructed to use their open space reserves. In another initiative, the tertiary treated water from common sewage treatment plant from Greater Chennai City Corporation is being supplied to the nearby industrial parks for the industrial purposes, which has enormously reduced the intake of raw water. The government of Tamil Nadu emphasizes all the highly polluting industries to achieve zero liquid discharge, subtlety of trade effluent, thereby recycling the treated wastewater and reducing the consumption of raw water for industrial purpose. To prevent dumping of solid waste into water bodies and to enhance vigil and monitoring, 5 flying squads have been formed by the present state government in Chennai, Vellore, Salem, Namakkal and Tirupur districts. Ambient air pollution has become one of the major health threats to the Indian population during recent decades. An effective clean air action plan is a powerful tool for achieving clean air for cities, comprising a list of mitigation measures for the every air pollution source. The Clean Air Program is collection of regulations, policies and programs which aims to improve air quality and public health by identifying cost of effective measures to reduce emissions for all the known sources. In this pursuit, to mitigate and abate the air pollution, the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board is operating 28 NCAP stations in Tamil Nadu under National Air Quality Monitoring Program funded by the Central Pollution Control Board. All the above stations are functioning on 24-hour basis twice a week. The survey results are displayed in the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board website. In Tamil Nadu, Central Pollution Control Board has identified Thoothukudi is the non-attainment city in the year 2018. Trichy, Madurai and Chennai as non-attainment city and million plus cities under NACP in the years 2019, 20, 21 respectively. High levels of particulate matter are due to movement of vehicles, resuspension of road dust, burning of solid waste, use of fuels in domestic and commercial establishments, industrial emissions, etc. Under the National Clean Air Program, the Government of India provides funding to ELPs to improve air quality in the country's non-attainment cities. The action plan to improve the air quality in 4 non-attainment cities of Tamil Nadu have been approved by Central Pollution Control Board and are under implementation by the line departments like Greater Chennai Corporation, Municipal Administration and Water Supply Department, Transport Department and Public Department also. To monitor other towns in the cities under the NAMP, the board has established additional 24 stations from October 2021, covering 8 districts with 3 stations in each district. The districts are Dharmaburi, Kanyakumari, Perambalur, Sivagangai, Tiruvarur, Theni, Viluppuram and Tiruvannamalai. Hence, under the NAMP project, in total, Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board has established 52 stations in the state. Care Air Center is functioning at the head office of Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board. The purpose of this center is monitoring the industrial stock emissions and ambient air quality of surrounding areas and real-time basis 24/7. Major air polluting industries such as cement, oil refinery, petrochemicals, thermal power plants, fertilizers, iron and steel industries, etc. are connected to the Care Air Center. In case standards are exceeded, auto-generated SMS and email messages are sent immediately to the industry to the connected and JCE and DE further action. Besides, this system ensures self-monitoring and replication of industries. So far, 405 industrial units are connected to the stock monitoring and 154 industrial units for ambient air quality monitoring to this center. Following the success of the scheme, the board has extended its network incorporating the water quality water center. After assumption of new command under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Thiru M.K. Stalin, the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board has proposed to establish 24 CAAQM stations in the remaining districts of Tamil Nadu. Necessary government orders have been passed from an amount rupees 64 crores for this year 2022-23. Forecast of air quality on real-time basis with yearly warning system will also establish as one of the models proposed to start of the integrated environmental monitoring studio at Chennai. In order to reduce the levels of urban air pollution, traffic congestion and carbon footprint, the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board has launched their drive to populate e-commute, wherein people are encouraged to commute by walk, cycle, e-vehicles or public transport, also given awareness to schools and students about the concept of e-commute. The Honorable Chief Minister of M.K. Stalin has announced free transport for women in government of buses, which helped to lot of women to switch to the public transport and avoid the using their individual vehicle, which in turn helps in the reduction of automobile emission. Action on various fronts have been taken by the Tamil Nadu government for effective implementation of the ban of single-use plastic. Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu inaugurated the mega event titled Meendum Manjappai campaign on 23/12/2021 at Kalaivana Rangam, Chepak, Chennai, and launched the Manjappai logo for the campaign. Honorable Chief Minister has inaugurated to exhibition of stalls displaying various eco-friendly alternatives. The Meendum Manjappai campaign is being conducted at the district level also. In all districts of Tamil Nadu, to create proposal movement against throwaway plastic involving all stockholders from the various sectors. Nearly 174 plastic units are closed by the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board. 1,715 tons of plastic has been seized. The golden words of முத்தமிழறிஞர் தலைவர் கலைஞரை ஐயா அவருடைய அந்த வார்த்தைகள் தமிழ்நாட்டுடைய தூய்மைக்கு சுற்றுச்சூழலுக்கு பாதுகாப்பாக அகம் தூய்மை வாய்மைக்கு புறம் தூய்மை வாழ்விற்கு என்று முத்தமிழறிஞர் தலைவர் கலைஞர் ஐயா சொல்லியிருக்கிறார். அது practicing truth is for mental health, whereas keeping our surrounding clean is for physical health. Under the guidance of the great leader, the government is committed to keep Tamil Nadu green and clean. Thank you for all. நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Shri Ashwini Kumar Chaubey, Honorable Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Government of India, for his special address.
नमस्कार, वनक्कम। भारत सरकार के पर्यावरण, वन एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन तथा श्रम एवं रोजगार मंत्री माननीय श्री भूपेंद्र यादव जी, तमिलनाडु सरकार के पर्यावरण एवं जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्री थिरुशिवा वी मैया नाथन जी, भारत सरकार के मंत्रालय के सचिव श्रीमती लीना नंदन जी, तमिलनाडु सरकार के अतिरिक्त मुख्य सचिव श्रीमती सुप्रिया साहू जी, श्री नरेश पाल गंगवार जी और सहित उपस्थित सभी यहाँ आए हुए वरिष्ठ पदाधिकारीगण एवं संवेदीकरण सह समीक्षा कार्यशाला इस सेंसिटाइजेशन कम रिव्यू वर्कशॉप में भाग ले रहे हमारे सभी पदाधिकारीगण, उपस्थित देवियों एवं सज्जनों, मीडिया के हमारे सभी भाइयों और बहनों, हम जानते हैं कि वायु प्रदूषण आज हमारे लिए सबसे बड़ी चुनौती बनी हुई है। देश में त्वरित रूप से जो आर्थिक विकास से हमें कई लाभ हुए हैं, इसमें कहीं दो मत नहीं। उद्योग से, अन्य प्रकार के ऐसे कार्यों से हम विकसित हुए हैं, लेकिन हमने कई रूपों में पर्यावरण को भी काफ़ी प्रभावित किया है। एनवायरनमेंट जो है वो पूरी तरह से हम कह सकते हैं कि इन उद्योग धंधों के कारण, जो अत्याधुनिक तकनीकी प्रयोग नहीं होने के कारण शहरों को प्रदूषित किया है। गत 2 दशकों से वायु प्रदूषण एक यूनिवर्सल वैश्विक जन स्वास्थ्य की समस्या बन गई है और इसमें से प्रमुख पर्यावरणीय स्वास्थ्य जो खतरे के रूप में पहचाना गया है, पर्यावरण, वन और जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय ने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में सभी के लिए स्वच्छ वायु, यह जो सपना है उसको पूरा करने की दिशा में हम सभी प्रतिबद्ध हैं, कटिबद्ध हैं और इस सपने को साकार करने के लिए अनेक प्रयास किए जा रहे हैं। स्वच्छ पवन नील गगन, स्वच्छ पवन नील गगन, यह जो हमारा सपना है, इस सपना को हम साकार करने के लिए जहां राष्ट्रीय स्वच्छ वायु कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से एनसीएपी और 15वें वित्त आयोग का 10 लाख से अधिक जनसंख्या वाले शहरों के लिए जो मिलियन प्लस सिटी चैलेंज फंड है, उसके तहत दक्षिणी क्षेत्रों में यह जो सॉदर्न पार्ट है, तमिलनाडु, आंध्र प्रदेश, कर्नाटक, तेलंगाना, केरल, अंडमान और निकोबार, लक्षद्वीप, पुडुचेरी, दमन एवं दीव और दादरा एवं नागर हवेली, इसके लिए यह जो महत्वपूर्ण संवेदीकरण सह समीक्षा कार्यशाला जो सेंसिटाइजेशन रिव्यू वर्कशॉप जो आज आयोजित है, 2 दिनों तक ये कार्यक्रम चलने वाले हैं और मुझे यहाँ आकर के अत्यधिक प्रसन्नता हो रही है। अभी अभी तमिलनाडु के मंत्री जी ने जो तमिलनाडु के बारे में बहुत सारे चीज़ों के बारे में बताया, मुझे जानकर बहुत प्रसन्नता हुई कि यहाँ पूरे राज्य में जो कुछ शहर हैं या कुछ इस प्रकार के उद्योग धंधे हैं, उनसे निपटने के लिए अनेक प्रकार के कारगर कदम तमिलनाडु सरकार ने उठाई है। अन्य राज्यों ने भी इस प्रकार के कदम उठाए होंगे, इसमें कहीं दो मत नहीं। आप जानते हैं कि कार्यशाला का मुख्य लक्ष्य जो है वायु गुणवत्ता जो हमारी है उसके प्रबंधन कार्यक्रम में शामिल सभी जो हमारे स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, हितधारक हैं, उनको संवेदनशील बनाना और उसके साथ साथ वायु प्रदूषण से निपटने के लिए जानकारी और उत्तम पद्धतियों का आदान प्रदान। कोई राज्य अच्छा कर रहा है तो उनको सीखने की भी आवश्यकता है, उनको समझने की भी आवश्यकता है। पर्यावरण, वन, जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय ने जनवरी 2019 से देश में मानकों का उसको पूरा करने वाले 132 शहरों एनएसी में वायु प्रदूषण के स्तरों को कम करने के लिए राष्ट्रीय स्वच्छ वायु कार्यक्रम हमने एनसीएपी को कार्यान्वित करने का काम किया है। इन शहरों में से 124 जो सिटीज हैं जिसमें लगातार 5 वर्षों तक राष्ट्रव्यापी परिवेशी वायु गुणवत्ता मानकों NAQS का अनुपालन न करने के आधार पर NCAP के तहत जो अभिज्ञात किया गया है उसमें से 124 120 सिटीज में से वायु गुणवत्ता में सुधार के लिए कार्य निष्पादन आधारित अनुदान प्राप्त करने, उसके लिए 15वें वित्त आयोग जो 15th हमारा फाइनेंस कमीशन है उसके द्वारा ऐसे अभिज्ञात 10 लाख से भी अधिक जनसंख्या वाले 42 शहरों को हमने MPC शहरी क्षेत्र के रूप में शामिल किया है और NCAP के तहत केंद्र और राज्य सरकार राज्य स्तर की जो हमारी संचालन टीम है उसकी निगरानी और कार्यान्वयन समितियां जो गठित करके हमने NCAP के तहत कार्यकलापों के क्रियान्वयन की प्रगति की आवधिक समीक्षा नियमित रूप से संचालित किया जा रहा है। पर्यावरण, वन और जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय सभी हितधारकों को, जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, उनको संवेदनशील बनाने, उनकी जानकारी को साझा करने और उनके क्षमता निर्माण के लिए क्षेत्रीय कार्यशालाएं भी आयोजित की जा रही हैं। ऐसी एक कार्यशाला हमारे यशस्वी मंत्री श्री भूपेंद्र जी यादव के नेतृत्व में पश्चिम क्षेत्र के लिए जो आयोजित की गई थी तथा महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात, मध्य प्रदेश और गोवा राज्यों के वायु गुणवत्ता में सुधार हेतु NCAP और 15वें वित्त आयोग के अनुदान के बारे में वहाँ अवगत कराया गया था। उसी कड़ी में यह दक्षिणी क्षेत्र का सॉदर्न पार्ट के जो राज्य हैं उनका आज 2 दिवसीय सम्मेलन वर्कशॉप कार्यशाला यहाँ आयोजित है। और मुझे लग रहा है कि पर्यावरण वन और जलवायु परिवर्तन मंत्रालय ने NCAP के क्रियान्वयन की निगरानी हेतु एक पोर्टल जो प्राण पोर्टल के रूप में उसको भी शुरू किया है। और इस पोर्टल में शहरों का, राज्यों का और संबद्ध मंत्रालयों की जो कार्य योजनाएं हैं उसको साथ साथ अंतर्राष्ट्रीय गठबंधन के तहत किए जाने वाले कार्यकलापों को प्रदर्शित किया जाएगा और उसके कार्यान्वयन की स्थिति की निगरानी भी की जाएगी। देश में वायु प्रदूषण की समस्या से निपटने के लिए जहां प्रभावी कार्रवाइयां करने के लिए सरकारी और गैर सरकारी अभिकरणों सहित सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ साथ जनता की भागीदारी, जो हम आम लोगों की भागीदारी कैसे हो, पीपुल्स अवेयरनेस एंड पीपुल्स पार्टिसिपेशन, लोक जागरण, लोक सहभागिता, लोक सेवा, तभी लोक कल्याण। तो हम लोक कल्याण के लिए ये सारे कार्यक्रम शहरों में कर रहे हैं। आपको मालूम है कि भारत सरकार ने 1000 शहरों में हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में और हमने नगर वन लगाने की भी योजना प्रारंभ किया है। और यह एक बड़ी कदम है जिससे जहां हम कार्बन के उत्सर्जन को कम करेंगे वहीं एयर पॉल्यूशन को भी हम उसको भी नियंत्रित करने में समर्थ हो पाएंगे। मैं आशा करता हूं कि ये 2 दिवसीय कार्यशाला जो अभी माननीय मंत्री जी के द्वारा उद्घाटन हो रहा है और उसमें वायु गुणवत्ता के बारे में हम जागरूकता फैलाने की दिशा में एक सफल कार्यक्रम सिद्ध करेंगे होगी। और स्वच्छ पवन, नील गगन, इस सपने को हम साकार करेंगे। मेरा बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम, नमस्कार।
धन्यवाद sir. Now I invite Shri Bhupender Yadav sir, Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Labour and Employment, Government of India, for his inaugural address.
On the occasion of Sensitization cum Review Workshop of National Clean Air Program, on the dais, Shri Ashwani Kumar Choube ji, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Honorable Shiva V. Metyan ji, Honorable Minister of Environment, Government of Tamil Nadu, Srimati Leena Nandan ji, Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Shri Naresh Pal Gangwar ji, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Srimati Supriya Sahu ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Environment, Climate Change and Forest, Government of Tamil Nadu, ladies and gentlemen who are present here and who also those who are joining us virtually, good morning to all of you. Before I start, I must thanks to our Honorable Minister that as a gift, he gave me a book, Tirukural. I got the translated copy earlier also because I know that Tirukural as a book that deals with the art of living. And we know that it transcends national boundaries, historical, social limitations, and language barriers. When I opened this book, I found a good line, and it is very relevant for this workshop. Here it's mentioned, actually we are organizing this workshop for clean air. We can't achieve the object of clean air. So 2 sentences I want to read. First, for all of us, it is always easy to preach something, but hard to practice the same thing. So whatever we will discuss in next 2 days, only the word, but our examination beyond 2 days, when we actually dealt what we discuss here. But we can achieve. How we can achieve? It is written here also. Whatever people desire, they get as desired if only they have firmness of mind. So if question is raised in this book, object is highlighting in this book, definitely answer is also here. So I hope that all participants who participated in this meeting, what they discuss, what they think, and what the conclusion they will arrive, they will work with the firmness, and definitely we will achieve the object of clean air in our country. I am here to attend next 2 days the 4 major program. First is the workshop of National Clean Air Mission program. Second, related with the biodiversity and our National Biodiversity Board in Chennai. So we will organize the workshop for that also. Third one is related with the wetland. There are good wetland in Tamil Nadu also. We are in the Amrit Mahotsav year of this country, where we completed the 75th year of our independence, and we feel that we are in the Amrit Kal of this country. We are having a good wetlands, and for preserving and conservation of that land, we are organizing a national level workshop for protection of our wetlands. And fourth, apart from Ministry of Environment, I am the Labor Minister also. So I will inaugurate some foundation stone of ESIC hospital in Chennai also. But friends, today in this program, we gathered at the 3rd regional workshop that is being organized by the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change to sensitize all the stakeholders involved in the air quality management program. As my colleague minister, Mr. Ashwani Chobe, already said, that the first workshop of the series was organized in Mumbai, and a similar workshop was organized in Gurgaon for Delhi NCR region. These workshops are aimed to creating a momentum toward clean air action at the local level by discussing and sharing our knowledge, experiences, best practices about clean air. And I strongly feel that it is a continuous process of consultation with all stakeholders and collective action with help in bringing the holistic approach. Better air quality is the outcome of continuous process of action by all stakeholders, both the government at all levels as well as the citizens. Today's stakeholder consultation is part of a series of such consultation to help us strengthen our national planning with regard to clean air. The last 2 consultations in Mumbai and Gurgaon have helped us to understand the challenges and to devise effective ways to address them. I am happy to see the experts from academic institution as well as students, mayors and NGOs are also participating in this workshop. Before I go into the specifics, let me first give my broader understanding of where we are and the way forward. Clean air involves understanding the sources which, which concentrate pollution in a particular topography and methodology, be it from energy, mobility, industry, agriculture, biomass burning, etc. The next step is putting in place a strategy and allocating resources to execute the solution. As example for Delhi NCR region, whether it was Tosok Badarpur power plant or phasing out Sonipat power plant, operationalizing the eastern and western peripheral expressway in a short span, thereby diverting non-destined traffic from Delhi or shifting industries to cleaner fuel, that is PNG, the union government moved quickly. Similarly, at the national level, the government under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in 2016 notified 6 waste management rules covering solid waste, plastic waste, e-waste, biomedical waste, construction and demolition waste, and hazardous waste. In another revolutionary step, India leapfrogged to BS4 standard adoption to BS6 norms for fuel and vehicle is one of the landmark policy decisions toward combating air pollution. On 15th August 2020, the Honorable Prime Minister, displaying government's commitment to ensure clean air to all the people of the country, assuring them productive life, announced the intent and plan to improve the air quality in more than 100 cities through the holistic approach. Under National Clean Air Program, 132 non-attainment cities have been identified across the country based on the air quality data from 2014-18. The non-attainment cities list in this mixed cities of all size and types. In southern India, we have 13 cities, such 4 from Andhra Pradesh, each one from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Telangana. But it is a great pleasure to announce that 3 million plus cities of Tamil Nadu, Chennai, Madurai and Trichy are having its air quality within the national ambient of air quality standards. So congratulations to you. Friends, we must also understand the best practices emerging out of the academic discussion are not only defining element for clean air, it is the lifestyle which is of much more importance. Today, unfortunately, we are following a consumption-driven mindset, and I think it becomes equally important to be mindful of our consumption pattern. And from what I see, air pollution is not just science, but it has to be driven through better urban planning, lifestyle for environment. Friends, let me tell you that in my past experiences of 2 regional workshops, mobilization of all stakeholders has helped create a mass movement around improvement in air quality. The workshop at Mumbai for Western region was able to mobilize city administrators to take focus action in improving air quality. The experience sharing with NGO at Gurgaon helped me understand the challenges and identify the way forward for making the program a success. I have a firm belief that engagement of youth and informal sector would help build a required momentum in cities. I am sure that workshop to be held today would help sensitize mayors, NGOs, students and public at large regarding air quality and add the exchange ideas and best practices on fighting air pollution. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board, Chairman is here, for launching e-commute program wherein every Wednesday all the officials of the board commute to office via non-fossil fuel driven vehicles. They may even walk or cycle to office. Further, school have also adopted e-commute mode to commute to school. If replicated, this will have a significant impact in improving the air quality. Such behavioral changes have to be adopted by everyone and across all other aspects as well. I will especially appeal to my young friends to become active agitation, the mission to improve our quality. You, my friends, can do so by adopting sustainable lifestyle and appropriate behavior and attitude and become change agent of the society. Ladies and gentlemen, my travels and participation in global and local conferences, seminars, webinars, speaking and listening to some of the best minds on climate as the environment minister have made one thing clear to me. Words mean nothing if not backed by action, and individual action then will have no impact unless supported to all. This is my written speech, but fortunately, this written speech supported by this original document also. Significant public involvement, that is Jan Bhagidari or participative governance, has been the biggest change in approach the country has witnessed since 2014 under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. We all are witness and participate in the success of Swachh Bharat mission. It is a time to make clean air for all a participative mission. The air quality improvement have own positive aspects. But if we wish to achieve what we aspire, Jan Bhagidari, public participation, hold the key. With this, I will conclude wishing all the success to the workshop, and with a strong belief that with the coordination, collaboration, participation and sustained effort of all stakeholders, objective of National Clean Air Program will be achieved. Let us all sincerely and earnestly contribute to that. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. As highlighted by our Honorable Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Labour and Employment, Government of India, and as mentioned by Shri Seva V. Mayanathan sir, Honorable Minister for Environment, Climate Change, Youth Welfare and Sports Development, Government of Tamil Nadu, about a very important initiative of the Government of Tamil Nadu, that is e-commute school. We are now going to felicitate the performing schools in this program. Before that, I'll just again reiterate that the objective of this e-commute school program is to encourage high school students in Chennai city to adopt e-commute mode to commute to school. This was initiated to encourage students to adopt green modes of transport like walk or use cycle or public transport to attain school. I would request Honorable Minister Shri Bhupendra Yadav sir to felicitate and give e-commute certificate to the performing schools. Sir, I invite first Chennai Higher Secondary School, Patel Nagar, Chennai, to come and get the e-commute certificate. Now I invite Chennai High School, Erukkancherry, Chennai, to get the e-commute certificate. Now I invite Chennai Girls Higher Secondary School, Korukkupet, Chennai, to come on the stage and get the e-commute certificate. Sir, these three schools were part of the category of government schools. Now I invite government aided and private schools, category schools to come on the stage. First one is Kumara Raja Muthaiya Higher Secondary School, Adiyar, Chennai. Now I invite SKNS PMC Vivekananda Vidyalaya Junior, Mylapore, Chennai. And finally, in the category of government-aided private schools, I invite PS Higher Secondary School, Mylapore, Chennai, to come on a stage and get the commute certificate. Thank you very much, sir, and congratulations to all the schools who got the certificate. And now I invite Srimati Supriya Sahu, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu, Department of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, for her vote of thanks.
Honorable Minister Shri Bhupendra Yadav ji, Honorable Minister Shri Chaube ji, Honorable Minister Thiru Mayanathan ji, respected Secretary Madam Leena Nandan ji, Additional Secretary Shri Naresh Pal Gangwar ji, TNPCB Chairman Thiru Udayan, esteemed colleagues, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam and good morning to all of you. The Million Plus Cities Challenge Fund under the 15th Finance Commission is a wonderful initiative of Government of India, as it truly recognizes the need to focus on air quality, water and sanitization, and it also recognizes the need for participation of the government institutions wholeheartedly in the entire process of cleaning our environment. It is up to us, all of us who are seated here, participants who have come from various states, to use the Challenge Fund to provide a better climate to our people and fight against the pollution. The fight against the pollution will take a comprehensive strategy, meticulous planning, flawless implementation, resources, innovation, use of technology, and above all, a complete participation of government institutions, private institutions, and citizens of this country. Because without their participation, as Honorable Minister mentioned, Jan Bhagidari, nothing is possible. In order to work on all these in a very precise and in a very focused manner, Government of Tamil Nadu has set up India's first ever Tamil Nadu Green Climate Company, which is a special purpose vehicle registered as a non-profit organization under Section 8 of the Companies Act to look after three flagship schemes of the Government of Tamil Nadu: the Tamil Nadu Climate Change Mission, Green Tamil Nadu Mission, and Tamil Nadu Wetlands Mission. Honorable Minister just mentioned about the importance of all of these to clean up our environment. Sir, I am very happy to inform you that we are also setting up the first ever integrated environmental monitoring studio at Chennai, at a cost of rupees 64 crores, which will provide a real-time monitoring facility on air, water and solid waste monitoring, which will also include forecasting and a public interface to provide real-time information to people. I'm also very happy and thankful to you, sir, that this year the Greater Chennai Corporation has got its total commitment of 271 crore rupees under the Challenge Fund 2020-2021, 881 crores, and this year 90 crores have been obtained because of the compliance with all the criteria that was set up by the Government of India. Finally, thank you very much, sir, for giving us this opportunity. I would like to thank everybody, the entire team of the Government of India, led by the Honorable Minister and Madam, to give us this opportunity to organize this workshop at Chennai. I would also like to thank the Tamil Nadu TNPCB chairman, the member secretary, the entire team of TNPCB, which has worked hard to organize this workshop. I would also like to thank each and every delegate, every participant who have come here to participate in this workshop. I would also like to thank the hotel staff and all the people who have been involved in organization of this workshop, and we look forward to a fantastic exchange of ideas and great learning. Nandri Vanakkam. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. And finally, sir, I'd like to request to have a group photograph, sir, before we go for high tea, sir. May I request mayors who have joined us here to come on the stage, please? Mayors, please, on the stage. You please come join. Municipal commissioners are also. Oh. Thank you very much, Madam Sister. Pardon. I request everyone present in the room. Sir. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Thank you. Please.
நிகழ்ச்சியின் நிறைவாக நாட்டுப்பண்.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गादा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. And I request sirs to join for teas. And all the distinguished colleagues here sitting in the room may please join us for tea. It's just in the lobby, please. And we will again reassemble for our formal sessions, which will begin at 12. What is the time? Peek it the right. Yeah, it's 11:25 and we'll join at 12. Thank you.